learning, what's the difference? Being involves having the character of something. For example, Einstein was the discoverer of the theory of relativity. And how does this happen? The character of an individual through his experiences, which is nothing more than the response of his life experiences and decisions, create the person to develop something that was not developed before. Many physicists studied much more than Einstein, and many mathematicians were much more studious than Einstein. But Einstein had the quest, he had the dream, he had the struggle. His life experiences imposed on himself to change the paradigms that so many scientists remained. And what is this? If a person studies a lot about Newton's laws, he ends up trusting that study, because he studied. But Einstein was the person who questioned himself, who analyzed things and who was looking outside the box. Therefore, at the time of the presentation of his theory, many did not believe him. Because many were studying, but were not actually scientists. They had no experience. They only had documents, study credentials linked to fixed methodologies. But Einstein and other researchers who violated archaic ideas like Galileo and Kepler were. They did not live in easy environments like great professors, but in struggles to be able to show the beauty they saw in the universe around them. In fact, those who study are not, that is, they have not seen life as they should, they have just included a bunch of concepts and formulas in their brains. What is has not merely formulas, but has life. Einstein didn't see Maxwell's laws the way people did, but he unfolded those laws into the fundamentals of energy and mass, and the mystery of light. While those who studied only saw the utility of Maxwell's laws for the use of electronics, and they applied such laws perfectly, achieving the results they wanted. Einstein questioned the way to see the foundation of the wave of light. In the same way that Kepler questioned the circular mode of planetary orbits. And both showed to the community of those who studied, that to be is to see beyond the robotic system of other individuals. Being is not learning, being is questioning what exists, and being part of something new. But it's not being anarchic, it's seeing beyond, looking outside the box. But how do you look outside the box? The simple answer is not being inside the box. Which seems like an obvious one. To be in the box is to be in the ritualistic and even dogmatic systems of institutions that create equals. Individuals followed by pre-established rules and similar curricula, forming a block of systematic robots. So Einstein sought these circles but was not accepted, which made him work in the patent office, and there, full of ideas that didn't work and others that did, he was out of the box, and his mind floated amid the laws of the universe, without having someone controlling and telling you what you can and cannot think. And so, thinking freely and with all the baggage of his life struggling, he dreamed, or was inspired by a fanciful idea of light, and this is the basis of the universe, and that changed the paradigms. Like Kepler, who placed the sun not at the center of a circle but at the focus of a parabola, and that changed paradigms. To be, is to be beyond the institutions that create equal minds. But that doesn't mean not learning, it means living with a free mind. But whoever lives with a free mind meditates on the universe, meditates on life, is a free being to travel in the most complex ideas of the universe. This is the basic difference between being and learning. Those who learn do, those who dream, travel, and create things that others would not accept.
If you are looking for more content from different areas, visit the reformadorstasaad.com website. News and detailed content can be found. With system of research and organization of text and video.